Piano Annie here, and today we're going to have some funky fourth fun. All right, so here's how it will go, and then I'll break it down in some detail. Okay, little hiccup there at the end. But anyway, that is in general how it goes. And I'm going to break down each section, the C, the F, and the G. But first, let me explain to you what is the funky fourth. So a regular fourth would be if you take, let's say, a C, and you count that as 1, and then you do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, counting up every possible note. When you get to 6, you have what's called a perfect fourth, a regular old fourth, okay? When you go up an extra half step, therefore increasing it from a count of 6 to a count of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you now have an augmented fourth, or what's also called a tritone. So the one that we'll be using will be this one, which is E flat and A, which is a tritone. And then we'll also be using B flat and E, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? And then we'll also use the reverse of this one by putting the A on the bottom. Here's the A, here's the E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? And then I think I throw one more in when we're in the G section. I'll just throw that in. So a lot of times when you have these funky fourths, they sound a little irritating to the ear, and you want to resolve them with a nice, even major chord, okay? So we will eventually add in little things like our GAC, which comes from the very lovely C6 chord that I like so much. So you'll hear me do that, but I call this the funky fourth run because it does have so many augmented fourths in it. So let's go through the C portion in the right hand. And it starts with a regular fourth, the G to the C, okay? And then we'll visit the C, and then we'll visit this augmented fourth, E flat A, and then another visit to the C. And then this funky fourth, B flat and E. So it's just a fourth, go to note C. Augmented fourth, go to C. Another augmented fourth, and then just GAC. And I did that actually 3 times. It was okay. Then for the fourth bar of C, I did if you go and watch my GAC 66, GAC 66 video, you'll see where we introduce these 6th intervals. So we do GAC, and then this 6th interval, and then I did this one. And then I visited up to here, to AF. So it was, okay? So that's what I did for the fourth bar of C. For the F portion, it's very similar, but we'll start with an F and a C. Then we'll visit the C down here. And then we'll use the same funky fourth, E flat A, okay? And then we'll visit the C again. And then we'll go to A, E flat down here, okay? Which is really just a half step down from the one, this is what we used in the bottom portion of our C section. And if you just lower each of those a half step, that's the one that we'll use in the F portion, okay? So for the F portion, and then you can do GAC again, but I like to do FAC. We'll just do that twice. And then for the G portion, it's really quite simple. I'm just coming down the G7 chord. So G, F, D, B, and G. And I change this up sometimes, but in general, I'm just going to add a couple topper notes onto that. So when I'm on the G, I try to add in a D up here. Okay? And then it's down to the F, and then to the D, and then when I do the B, I add in an F topper. So it sounds like this. And the fingering will probably change every time I do it. And ideally, I like to come in on the second strike of the piano, so it'd be up for the G portion, so it'd be like this. Okay? But you can use any rhythm that you want. Just come on down that G portion there. Okay? Then for the 1 bar of F, if we're doing our traditional 12-bar blues, I just do an F and a C, and then I come down the F7 chord. But I just add the topper. So like I said, for the F, I add on a C topper, and then I just come on down, the E flat to the C, and then when I get to this part, to the A, I add on an E flat topper, which is that same funky fourth from earlier. So it's like this. And again, if things go correctly, I would come in on the second strike. Okay? Now, the very ending, I just go back to C and I do the regular beginning, which is the fourth, C, funky fourth, C, funky fourth, and then GAC. And then, this is what I've been doing, I'll hit the C in the left, and I'll hit an E flat, B flat here. And then I'll just take my pinky or my ring finger and go up to the D flat or C sharp right here, just up half a step. And I change this to a B on top, so E flat, B. So it's like this. And then I would just hit a E, C, which is a 6th interval here in the right, and then a C and a G in the left, and end it like that. Now, one other element is that I've changed the left hand from the regular left hand. That's what I usually do. In this case, that 3rd and 4th strike of the piano, I'm changing it to flat 3, 3, which is covered in one of my alternative left hand videos. So that would be the C portion. When we get to the F portion, it'll be like this. Because there's the flat 3 from F, the regular 3, and then just 2/5, 2/6. When I get to the G portion, and then finish it up. Okay? Now that you're sort of aware of what's going on, I'll do it slowly so you can follow along. So that's it. I hope that is all clear. I have one more note to tell you about the tritones. A fun way to find the tritones or the augmented fourths can also be to use the C7, F7, and G7 chord, or any 7 chord. But let's take the C7 Okay? And if you take just the third note and the flat 7, like that, that gives you a tritone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? And it'll work the other way too. So if I put the B flat on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and let's just check it out with the F7. Drop the 1, drop the 5. You're left with the 3 and the flat 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and that's how you can figure out your tritones or your augmented fourths. And it works on the G chord too, or any 7 chord. Okay, I hope you found this helpful, and please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.